So we had the mayor of the city of Akron responding how he is just dumbfounded and can't imagine why there's so much violence in the city of Akron. It reminded me of Governor DeWine, making the same false plea to we the people's sensibility. I can't imagine why people in Ohio are so violent. And apparently, these public servants and far too many American citizens are failing at understanding the United States Constitution. When government violates an individual's freedom of religion, freedom to assemble, freedom of speech, that government is participating in the language of tyranny. It is acting a tyranny. It has been so consistent through all of time that all the founding fathers were like, hell yeah, we're going to put that one number one. Number two is they say, well, you're racist in your heart, or we know what it is you think, or your religion is wrong and it won't be supported. Now give me your gun. I'm proud as an American that the largest export of this country has been arms and weapons, and it has brought more peace to this planet than in all of recorded history. There are more governments now that are thriving as being humble servants of a free people than in all recorded history. Save here in Ohio. Here in Ohio, counties run blatant debtors' prisons. Give me money. No. Well, I'm taking away your kids. Give me money. I can't. Well, now your driver's license is gone. Your personal property is gone. Your home with no mortgage is gone. Give me money. No. Well, now I'm going to lock you up in our debtors' prison. You know who knows that the counties are running debtors' prisons? The mayor of Akron, Michael DeWine. He was made aware of it back when he was the prosecutor of the state. Now, when public servants violate the Constitution, they require citizens to be violent. I'll give you an example in a county of Portage. Father's going through a domestic court hearing. The judge is just going to give the kids to the mom because nothing is more vile than the trash that serves in county domestic courts. So, not sworn in, no evidence needed, no oversight given, those kids are gone from the dad. The dad's out of his mind. You can't do that. The mother said she's going to kill the kids. You can't do that. Oh, can I? And the judge doubles down on his ego. The father loses his mind. Judge, if you do that, I'll kill you. Now the father goes to jail. Oh my God, you threatened a judge. Oh my God, you threatened a publicly elected official. You committed a federal crime. Guy got to sit in jail knowing damn well his kids were coming to their end. All of his kids were murdered by that mother. You know what happened to the judge? Nothing. Nothing. What happened to the public servant that having a PhD in chemistry, showing up to a rail accident, which is already a failure of not just the railroad as an industry, but also the public servants that are paid well to regulate it? Oh, well, he quickly assembled an internationally banned chemical weapon and detonated it on American citizens. That's not any worse than the fact all the counties are running debtors' prisons through their domestic courts. You know the largest reasons vets kill themselves here in Ohio is because of the tyranny of a domestic court. It's the number one reason for vet suicide are the crimes of a domestic court. And to the vets out there that are struggling with this, you do not give up. You do not make your life meaningless by committing suicide. That is not why you volunteered to be part of the greatest military in the history of the world. Now step up to the plate and do your job. notify law agencies for help, and when they deny giving it to you, you cut down the target, the highest rank you can get your hands on. As American history, as our Constitution and God obligates. If that father had killed that judge and defended his kids, they'd still be alive. Now, I took a different approach. As soon as my kids were taken because of a rifle hanging on a wall, I reached out to the City of Akron police. I got no aid. When Summit County was stealing, the Sheriff Beam stealing my personal property with the help of other assholes with American flags on their shoulders, I got no help. When my kids are being criminally abused, premeditated criminal child abuse by their mother, who is clinically diagnosed mentally ill, who clearly stated that her goal is that the kids would never see or know their father. So I go from the unemployed primary caregiver, walking my kids to school, taking them to their physician's appointments, cooking for them, to getting to be a homeless person living on a bicycle, trying to convince people at Rotary meetings I speak at not to kill public servants because they would like their death coming from cancer to mean something. So to the mayor of the city of Akron, to Mike DeWine, fuck the both of you for pretending that you don't know what drives this violence. Your incompetence or your corruption and your unwillingness to stand by the United States Constitution, to stand by state law, to enforce the crimes that are committed in the middle of your downtown by the largest criminal organization in the history of Akron, by the largest criminal abuser of kids by their own numbers, Summit County Domestic Court. We're not supposed to fill out paperwork for this. You don't go vote tyranny out. It's our constitutional obligations. It's our obligations by God and decency. It's our national fucking heritage to kill it. You think the 4th of July this year would be unserved if we just killed the public servants? After all, Mike DeWine gave an award to Summit County executive. So the fact that Summit County deals in slavery is admirable. The fact that Summit County deals in debtors' prisons is admirable in the state of Ohio. That Sherry Bevan Walsh, when begged to help with my criminally abused kids, her only answer ever was, "We would be happy to help you with your bill." You don't let that retire. You don't give that rewards. You kill it. When begging for help in front of Judge Kim Hoover, after the city of Stowe illegally stole my ID, which wouldn't have mattered that much since Sherry Bevan Walsh already illegally removed my licensure in the entire state to squeeze me further to extort monies out of me. Zero aid. 2,832 days of me asking for help. So to the mayor of Akron, I've begged for help from 2 police chiefs of the city of Akron. I begged for help from 2 mayors of the city of Akron. I begged for help from every person sitting on your city council. I begged for help in letters to the city prosecutor's office. I've never heard anything. It's a zero. It's a fuck all. I don't need to fill out more paperwork for that. I'm supposed to organize my neighbors and kill you. I'm supposed to convince that grandmother dying of cancer to make her death have some significance and kill Judge Cook, kill Sherry Bevan Walsh, kill every executive you can find in Summit County, kill every prosecutor that serves in Summit County, kill every police chief, starting with the city of Akron, who still writes illegal moving violations automated, but only to the most poor of the city, while doing nothing to the largest criminal abuser in the city's history, doing nothing to the public servants that seed violence in our society by violating the Constitution. When you violate the Constitution, you're not serving peace, you are tyranny. And we the people need no more evidence than that. Is it widespread common knowledge that counties lock up parents for being behind on child support? The answer is yes. We're not going to pretend that that's because they're violating a judge's court order. You mean the court where nobody's sworn in? You mean the court where the judge is willfully allowed every day to violate state law and federal law unchecked because they're doing a great job funding the retirements accounts of the entire judiciary of Ohio? And to every judge out there, you are in harm's way, and you should be even more pissed off than the father who had his kids criminally abused in front of him and be cruelly unusually tortured for 2,832 days. The Christian thing, the Jewish thing, the Muslim thing to do to you, mayor, governor, is to kill you and your entire family, to eradicate the possibility that something from your loin could ever spend time here again. It's not until Americans, with the love of the United States Constitution, you get grace. You want grace? You start doing your fucking job. And since nobody in the state of Ohio has been doing their fucking job, I'll give you your out. Start squeezing the counties, cities. You want to convince we the people to not kill you? Law enforcement first? Start prosecuting state and federal law to the corrupt counties. State of Ohio, Coward DeWine especially. Since the debtors' prisons took place when you were as a prosecutor, and COVID removed all doubts that you do not stand with the Constitution, that in the face of unknown scary shit, all you're willing to do is serve evil and pretend that somehow you have any aspect of decency or accountability like Winston Churchill in your fucktard, dumb, lame-ass speeches. You better start squeezing the counties and restoring governorship. Since Summit County has dealt with me as slave for 2,832 days, this year I celebrate the Constitution and will continue to speak every American I can into killing its tyranny, and killing you, Michael, and killing every public servant who goes unchecked, unaccountable, wants to pretend they can hide under the sovereignty of a king rather than the equality of a constitution. I want to see that tree of liberty blossom. I want to see my kids and grandkids have the opportunity to flourish in freedom. And Mike, I'm willing to bicycle to you and kill you in the pursuit of that. So you want to pretend you don't know what seeds violence? Fuck the both of you. Your incompetence, your in corruption, that's what seeds the violence in Ohio. And I'm shocked and appalled it's so low. Know your love. Oh, I'm James Kenneth Jeffries Jr., formerly of Akron, Ohio, born in April 23rd, 1974. I'm of sound mind. You have a good day.